Hey guys, welcome back to the Called to Converse podcast. I'm Marianne.
And I'm Kate.
And today,
We are going to be talking. I'm really excited about this topic. I don't know where. What's taking bubbles? How did that do that? That was so
I almost
cool.
just choked. What happened?
Are you okay?
Wait.
Are you okay? Look, it's moving. No, it's not.
That was kind of weird because I felt it like.
Yeah.
I thought it was raining for a second.
That bird, it was like.
Anyways, what are we talking about?
We're going to be talking about.
Well, it's Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Almost, not today.
When we're filming this. Well, today when you're watching it, or
It'll
like
be Thanksgiving.
once it's coming out, it'll be Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
You could be watching this like a long time after. But
Basically.
we're going to be talking about how like a bunch of stories and things in the New Testament with Jesus revolved around like food and like sharing a meal and hospitality and stuff like that. And since it's Thanksgiving, it goes hand in hand.
It really does.
So, yeah, but before we get into all of that, how was your week, Ariane?
It has been really good, especially today was the last day before our Thanksgiving break at school, which was very fun, and I feel like I was just extra happy today because I like saw it, you know what I mean? Another thing was tryouts for soccer are happening, and I was gonna sign up, but I didn't because I just had not a revelation, but I was like, you know what, I think I should lock in on the gym and like prioritizing my diet and like meal prepping and stuff like that and just get into that like zone because like when I do sports seasons and stuff, I always get like mentally drained and then I end up being really bad in all of those. So I chose that over it, but you know, it's good.
That's
cool.
cool.
As long as we're keeping ourselves healthy, which we'll talk about. Anyways, how's your week been?
My week was good. Kind of the same thing. It was kind of like, I don't know, yesterday was kind of bad, but like,
why?
just because I was like really tired and like, I don't know, it was like whatever. But yeah, today was good. I took a test, but that's like about the only thing, and then I didn't really do anything. Like, we did a bunch of little Thanksgiving
She did good on the
things.
test, by the way.
Yeah, I did. Well, not that test. It was history.
You took your history test? How'd it go?
It was good.
Did you have a good question?
Yeah, we were like, it was like, we were talking about the Great Depression, and it was like, we had to write an essay about it, and we had a prompt, and mine was like, to what extent did the government cause, like, poor structure in the government cause the Great Depression rather than, like, economical structure?
Interesting. You know? Mine was about Franklin D. Roosevelt and stuff like that. So,
yeah.
I keep getting texts.
But yeah.
Oh, it's Buttercup.
So, should we get into it?
Let's do it.
Okay, so I have like a little list of like all the different times in the New Testament. This is just a few of them. I mean, it's a lot, but it's like a few of them. There's like other stuff that talks about it, but of where it talks about like sharing a meal, food, hospitality, etc., etc. Well,
yeah, we're talking about everything to do with it.
Yeah.
What's the title of our video today?
What'd you say?
Faith, food, and faith. No, faith and food.
Yeah.
And food or in food?
Like in apostrophe. And.
Oh, in apostrophe.
Yeah.
Not
faith
in apostrophe.
Faith and food.
Faith and food. Food and faith.
Yeah.
Oh my, I'm sorry. I keep getting texts.
But yeah.
Should I answer that?
Maybe.
Okay, she's going to continue talking. We're going to... Oh, I feel bad.
Do it.
Okay.
I'm just going to be talking about the times in the Bible where it talked about that. So we have the feeding of the 5,000, which was in Matthew. And this is, if you don't know, where Jesus took fish, and there was 2 pieces of fish and 5 loaves. And there was like 5,000 people, and they were like, we can't eat with just this food. And he took it and multiplied it. And and then there was like an overflow of food and like too much to go around. And so that was in Matthew, and then it's also talked about elsewhere, but Matthew. And then in Mark, we have the feeding of the 4,000, which I don't
think a lot of not a lot of people.
Let's flip to that so we can kind of like
okay. Wait, what is
so that's in Mark 8, verses 1 through 10. Oh, 1 through 10. That's like so even. Mark 8, verses 1 through 10. Okay, it says, in those days, when again a great cow had gathered, a great crowd had gathered, and they had nothing to eat, he called his disciples to him and said to them, I have compassion on the crowd because they have been with me now 3 days, and I have nothing to eat. And if I send them away hungry to their homes, they will faint on the way. Oh. And some of them have come from far away. And his disciples answered him, how can one feed these people with bread here in this desolate place? And he asked them, how many loaves do you have? They said 7. And he directed the crowd to sit them down on the ground. He took the 7 loaves, and having given thanks, he broke them and gave them to his disciples to set before the people. And they set them before the crowd. And they had a few small fish, and having blessed them, he said that these also should be set before them. And they ate, and they were satisfied. And they took the broken pieces left over, 7 baskets full. Whoa. That's another thing. 7 is everywhere in the Bible.
That's why it's my favorite number.
Yeah. And there were about 4,000 people. And he sent them away, and immediately he got into the boat.
The moment you said that, it was 7 minutes. I'm not even joking.
Whoa.
That's crazy. Anyways, keep going.
And he sent them away, and immediately he got into the boat with his disciples and went to the district of Dalmanutha.
Guys, when she said 7, and not even joking, our timer
was that
said 7.0000. Anyways, continue talking. Okay.
So that's the feeding of the 4,000. So a few small fish and then 7 loaves. And he fed 4,000. Mm-hmm. There's also the Last Supper, which is in Luke. And this is when Jesus was about to get crucified, and he had the Last Supper with all of his disciples and stuff. And then the wedding at Cana. Is it?
I say Cana, but
Cana?
I think it's one or the other.
Either way. It's probably neither of them, but
yeah.
But this is like at a wedding, he turned water into wine because like at weddings it's like like in the olden days during the biblical times, like wine was like something really prestigious and like everybody drank wine, but it was like it was like a prestigious thing, I think. And like if you run out of wine at your wedding or just in general, like
kind of thing?
Yeah, like that's really bad. And so he turned the water into wine. And then he also in Matthew it talks about how Jesus sat with sinners and at a dinner table. And then there's story of Zacchaeus. So Zacchaeus was this little short man and he
short statue.
Yeah.
Small statue.
And
stature.
He was a short little statue. Small statue. And yeah, so Jesus was preaching in all of the towns, and Zacchaeus couldn't see him, so he went in this tree. And then Jesus, because he knew Jesus was going to walk by, and he was like, "Who's this Jesus guy?" And so, he went up into the tree, and then as Jesus was walking by, he was like, "Hey, you get down here." And then Jesus is so funny, bro.
I was reading a verse like yesterday, and I was like, wow, Kate would find this really funny. And it was like them saying, why didn't you tell us you were Christ or something like that? And he goes, I've told you like all the time and you did not listen. Or something like that.
Yeah,
I thought it was so silly.
In here it said like, for the Zacchaeus story, he was like, come down here, and then he was like get down from the tree. I'm gonna be eating at your house tonight. Like, I'm gonna be having dinner with you at your house tonight.
I'm gonna.
Like, there's no doubt about it.
Hey, I would let Jesus invite himself
I know.
any day.
And yeah, so that's Zacchaeus, and then they ate together. They shared a meal. And then there's also this one, like, it's breakfast on the beach. And so basically it's in John, and after, let's flip to it and read it. But after, like, the disciples, they had a long day, and then Jesus was just cooking fish on the beach, like, over a fire. It's in John.
Sounds so comfy right now.
I know. It's in John 21, verse 9 through 14. 21.
So how are y'all?
Hold on.
Oh, have I officially lost all of my gospel? Oh, it's upside down. I was like, wait, there's none of the other gospels. My tabs, I mean, guys.
It's really, you need to get, like,
Nope, they're all there, actually.
you can't really read anything. Verse 9 through 14. It says, when they got out on land, they saw a charcoal fire in place with fish laid on it and bread. Jesus said to them, bring some of the fish that you have just caught. So Simon Peter went aboard and hauled the net ashore full of large fish, 153 of them. And although there were so many, the net was not torn. Jesus said to them, come and have breakfast. Now none of the disciples dared to ask him, who are you? They knew it was the Lord. What? Jesus came and
I
took
don't think that's a part of the verse.
Jesus came and took the bread and gave it to them, and so with the fish. This was now the third time that Jesus was revealed to the disciples after he was raised from the dead. Oh, yeah. He, like, appears to them after.
I was like, that's why I was like confused. Yeah, when you said they knew he was Lord, I was like,
they're his disciples. They've been traveling with him forever. Wait, you're Jesus? Are you this Jesus guy I've been hearing about?
Yeah, they've been with him like the whole time. Okay.
So yeah, so those are like the little things that I have. But also, I thought it was cool because there's also different like little verses when Jesus like at the well with the Samaritan woman, and he says, "I'm the living water," and then also like you hear like Jesus is the bread of life, and like stuff like that. And so I think it's cool how it's all like related to food for some reason. So that's what we're talking about today, I guess.
Yeah. So
yeah. Well, I think a common theme that we see in all of this is that
sounds like my Socratic seminar today.
is that there's like community around a table in every way.
That's cool.
So it's never just none of these talked about like just Jesus eating by himself, but he always was with community. Which ties to hospitality, I guess.
And also like food is so symbolic because it's something that we need to survive, and it's tied with Jesus. But also, even though it's a means for survival, it's something that we enjoy doing. Like, people enjoy eating together or eating good food and stuff. And I think in all the ways it shows we need Jesus to survive. Because, like, how would we be alive without God? I mean, we wouldn't. Second, how we enjoy, like, God is enjoyable to be around. And third, he is feeding our souls. Because without him, our souls would be starved, and that's why that leads to a lot of sadness. And that's why a lot of times whenever Christians are wanting people to turn to Christ, it's not in a standpoint from judgment, but it's more about we know what's great, and we know that you'd love it, you know, if you knew the truth. Like, we want your soul to be fed, and I think that's really symbolic in food. But, yeah, basically.
I think, like the same thing, and like, you know that saying where people are like the Bible's talked about it's supposed to be your daily bread and not like birthday cake where you eat it once a year kind of thing. And so, I want
to bring about another verse. And this is in 1 Corinthians verse 6. Whoa! Can you flip to 1 Corinthians?
Yeah.
1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 19 through 20. And what this says is...
I'm there.
This says... Oh, sorry. Or do you not know that your body is a temple of the Holy Spirit within you, whom you have from God? You are not your own, for you were bought with the price, so glorify God in your body. I think this ties to the idea of health. A lot of people, as I was talking about in the beginning, I want to focus on my diet too, because it's very healthy. And my diet right now, I'm drinking. Oh, this is a Rambler. It's healthy. It's pretty good. So basically, what am I talking about? We can use food as a way to honor God in our lives because, we should be honoring God in every single way of our lives. And when you think about it, a lot of times we're like, oh, I can't honor God through doing this. Like, I'm just, like, washing my hands. I'm just eating. I'm just drinking something. And so you're like, this is just something I need to do to survive. But if you're eating, if you're eating in a way to honor God, you're eating healthier foods, more whole foods, like things that will honor your body because it's not yours, it's God's. It belongs to God. And why wouldn't you want to give him the best that you can? What do you think about that? Like health-wise and everything?
Yeah. I think
separated.
I also I think there's this one guy on TikTok, you've probably seen him, but he always makes the coolest, he eats on these wooden blocks. And,
that's a lot of people now. A lot of people eat on cutting boards now.
No, but, he makes, because he is focused on food and, Christianity. Being a Christian. Oh, my gosh.
Christian.
Being a Christian influencer. And then also, mainly focused on, health, but food.
I think I might know what you're talking about.
And you would know him. And he,
You would.
And... it's always these nice looking eggs and a steak, a big fat juicy
I need to
steak
look
and
this up to see if I know
greens
this.
and all this really healthy food. And then I think he also makes smoothie, he'll have recipes and have smoothie recipes and all this stuff, and he inspires me. I want to eat like that. And so I think.
So I'm listening.
And so, yeah. And so I don't know what that had to do with anything, but there's that guy. But yeah,
that's cool. It shows how people can use it, really.
Yeah, it's I think talking about this, I feel like we've talked about more obvious things so far, maybe, about
Yeah, we have.
Especially with our latest series,
Faith over flesh.
Faith over flesh. Faith over flesh.
Guys, we forgot. It's okay.
You
guys
guys
know what it's called.
embarrassing.
Yeah.
It was so long ago. It was so last month. Yeah. So, but yeah, about how things can become idols. And so I think, in the smaller things, it's hard to, be eating something and be how can I glorify God by, eating this potato or whatever? And it's I don't know why I chose that.
She just ate potatoes.
But it's it's how does that relate to anything? But yeah, I think also eating whole foods rather than manufactured foods, it's kind of like God grew those foods for you, type of thing, and not goldfish was made in a factory, which I eat goldfish all the time, so I can't be talking, but. Yeah.
What a segue. Well, we're not segueing to anything.
We're not.
But I thought it was really cool because, in my brain, I was in my head, I was trying to find the verse where it was, God feeds the birds, so why should we worry? And then God was whatever. I had a feeling in the Old Testament to flip randomly because I need to find it, and I thought it was really cool because I got brought to the Feast of Unleavened Bread, which I also think is really cool in the Passover and everything. How food and especially bread throughout the whole Bible is really symbolic of the times that people were in, whenever God was breaking bread with people. And when he was giving the bread, he was like, whoever I give this bread to is the one that will betray me. And he gave it to Judas. And then in the Passover, the unleavened bread was because they were in a big rush to get out. So they couldn't wait for the bread to rise. And I just thought that was really cool how food's used a lot to represent, like, the feelings that people are having at the time. And I guess, the feelings people are having at the time, really.
Yeah.
Both
That's
of those.
really cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
I kind of,
food.
I don't know. I kind of want to like flip to these and just kind of read.
Let's do it.
Do we want to do?
I think the feeding of the
5,000?
5,000 is really like a really.
So this is in Matthew, 14, verse 13 through 21.
Okay, this. Wait, hold on. I'm trying to find it. Is over. Okay. So, the feeding of the 5,000. This is a lot of people's favorite story in the Bible because just whoa. Okay, imagine 5,000 people. That's a lot of people. Think about like a concert. Well, not everyone's. Think about
like a lot of people.
if you're in a Texas public school, imagine your whole high school. There's a lot of people. Imagine your whole high school sitting down, and basically, well, do you want to read the verse first, and we can talk about it more?
13 through 21. Alrighty, adio. So, Jesus feeds the 5,000. Now when Jesus heard this, he withdrew from there in a boat to a desolate place by himself. But when the crowds heard it, they followed him on foot from the towns. When he went ashore, I was like, what's wrong? I just saw you in my peripheral.
I look scared.
Yeah. When he went ashore, he saw a great crowd, and he had compassion on them, and healed their sick. Now when it was the evening, the disciples came to him and said, "This is a desolate place, and the day is now over. Send the crowds away to go to the villages." You made me lose my place.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
My phone is blowing up.
Oh, made him... No, wait, what? The crowds go away into the villages and buy food for themselves. But Jesus said they need to not... Can you read it?
Yeah?
I was here. Sorry.
Which verse were you on?
You kept looking at me like I stopped.
Oh my goodness.
We're here.
Where you at? But Jesus said, question mark?
Yeah.
But Jesus said, they need not go away.
What is happening?
You give them something to eat. They said, they said to him, we have only 5 loaves here and 2 fish. 5 loaves, 2 fish.
5 loaves and 2 fish.
In your Texas public school, 5,000 people, all in the same cafeteria, no A lunch and B lunch, and then the one person has a sandwich, right? And then a fish. and he said, bring them here to me. Bring them here to me.
I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. That being bring them here to me. That being the 5 loaves and 2 fish. That was my words, by the way. That's that part right there. Then he ordered the crowds to sit down on the grass, and taking the 5 loaves and the 2 fish, he looked up to heaven and said a blessing, and then he broke Guys, this is really bad. And he broke the loaves and gave them to the disciples, and the disciples gave them to the crowds. And they all ate and were satisfied. And they took up 12 baskets full of broken pieces left over.
12 baskets.
Left over. Wait. Yeah. And those who ate were about 5,000 men besides women and children.
Oh, sorry. Only men.
Only men.
It wasn't even including the women.
It wasn't even
and
everyone.
children.
And
Imagine
everyone
those
got to eat as
5,000
much as they
men
want.
had wives, and there was 5,000 more, and then they had kids. So let's say that's 5,000 more. It's 15,000.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
Everyone was filled. There's enough God to go around.
Yeah. So yeah, I think I really like thinking about this verse. Another thing that they like that I see on Pinterest and stuff.
I really think they have that I see on Pinterest. Keep going.
There's like it's like a little drawing of the 2 fish and the 5 loaves, and it's like God can do a lot with a little.
It's true.
So like if you apply this to like real life, I think like he took something that was like so small and just made it like not only like plentiful, like these people were full after and they ate as much as they want, but also there was an abundance of it, like 12 more baskets afterwards. And so yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Why do you like, let's get into the big question here. Why do you think all of this revolves like around food and like
I feel like
sorry.
No, you're good. What were you saying?
I was going to say like all of these, a lot of these, like the 4,000, the 5,000, the wedding, yeah, those all revolved around like miracles.
I was going to say that
happening.
too. Yeah, I was going to say that about
That too.
Whoa. Yeah, I was going to say how like food is something that's so tangible to humans because we're always like not always eating.
Like we have
But,
that
you
in
know,
common.
Everyone has that in common no matter if you do believe in God or you don't. And at the end of the day, if you're hungry, you need to be fed. And if these people were hungry and they didn't believe in God, the way they were fed was through God. Either way was through God anyway, through Jesus feeding them. And yeah, at the end of the day, you need to be fed. And so I think that says that everyone needs God. And miracles, yeah, I was going to say how like miracles, I always forget whenever I say the word miracles.
Yeah, me too. I mean, not not like every day, but
No, like right now I meant.
yeah.
You too?
No,
No.
never mind. Yeah, but also like I think in all of this, like, well, what was the last one we just read? The 4,000, feeding of the 4,000. In that it said like before each thing, before he multiplied it, like as a miracle, he gave thanks. Thanksgiving. Before, so it said like after he gave thanks, he broke the bread and gave it to all of his disciples, even though it was only like a couple loaves of bread. 7.
So, what do you think is the importance of praying before meals? Because I know a lot of people, even like what they would define themselves as like holiday Christians almost, do that. Like they'll say a little prayer before food, or like even culturally, like the American dream. When you're watching movies that give off that vibe, they always say prayers in the beginning, even if it's not. It doesn't seem very religious sometimes. Like it's more of just a, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, what do you think the importance of that is, or why has that developed more as a thing as opposed to praying all the time?
Yeah.
Like why before food?
That's interesting. I think like, well, I just do it because obviously like I'm thanking God for giving me this food because I need it to survive. But like,
also I feel like the food is a reminder, like, wait,
of like
not the food itself, but like every day before I sleep I pray. And like it's not the act of sleeping that I'm praying about, but it's more of I need to take this time by the end of my day. And so it's more of like a little alarm, just in case.
Well, do people pray before breakfast? No. I mean, maybe.
I think so.
I mean, yeah, but
Hopefully. Like before every time
like,
I eat. You know, when I was little, I used to I think it was my older brother that told me before every graham cracker he ate, he would pray. No, every graham cracker, every animal cracker, or Cheerio. Like when he was eating Cheerios, he would pray before every Cheerio.
It's a lot of praying.
It's a lot of praying.
Good for him.
Yeah, I don't know what
is
prayer
he
he
doing
would say
good?
before each time.
Thank you for this Cheerio. Thank you for this other Cheerio. Thank you for the
I
third
really
Cheerio.
appreciate you. Anyways,
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
did I make that up? Is that in my brain? Like, I remember him
What?
telling me that, but maybe he didn't.
Oh, I was like,
I think so. This kind of tastes like it has some olive oil in it.
ew.
I just thought about that.
It's raspberry flavor.
I like it. Not the olive oil part.
I like it.
I like it. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I don't really know. I guess just like, yeah, just giving gratitude before each meal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Do you think...
Oh.
What?
Okay. Something that you can see through all of these. This one was just talking about people. The 4,000 was talking about also just the people of the town. The Last Supper was with his disciples. The wedding was like a bunch of the like people. I guess it was like priests and all of these, because it was royalty, wasn't it? At the wedding, or was it just a wedding?
It was... I think it was just a wedding, from what I remember, but
Wait, let's look.
don't take
I
my
thought
word for it. Take
the
God's
dad-
word for it.
Oh.
Take God's word for it.
Well, actually, it doesn't matter, but either way, it was not, it was like people at this wedding. It was a bunch of different people, and then Jesus eating with sinners, and then also Zacchaeus. It was just this guy, and then breakfast on the beach with his disciples again. And all of these, he's eating like with different people, like all kinds of people. So,
Which, if it's not himself that he's eating with, then he's eating with a
sinner.
So what does that tell you about God's characterization? Sorry.
Character.
I'm stuck
English.
I'm stuck inside my English seminar today. But Jesus is entirely real. And what do you have to say about that, Kate?
Well, I think, yeah, like, yeah. What are we talking about?
We're talking about
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, you did know.
He ate with all kinds of people. And so, can we read, I want to read this, Jesus eating with sinners.
Okay.
Matthew 9.
Who's gonna be there first?
Me. Matthew 9, 10 through 13.
I'm there.
I'm there.
I wasn't actually. I was one behind.
Oh, this is 12.
I'm there.
Okay.
Oh, I'm at 12.
Wait, not. What?
Yeah. And as Jesus... I'm just kidding.
10 through 13. Go.
And as Jesus reclined... You want to read it? No. And as... No, I wasn't saying you know. I was saying do you
wanna read
not...
it? No.
Probably not. Okay. Well, probably yes. Okay. And as Jesus reclined at table in the house...
At table.
That's why I took a pause.
It just says at table.
And as Jesus reclined at table in the house, behold, many tax collectors and sinners came and were reclining with Jesus and his disciples. And when the Pharisees saw this, they said to his disciples, "Why does your teacher eat with tax collectors and sinners?" But when he heard it, he said, "Those are all well."
Those who are well
Have-
have no need of a physician, but those who are sick, go and learn what this means. I desire mercy, not sacrifice, for I came not to call the righteous, but sinners.
There was a period there.
Stop. What?
But he who heard it said, "Those who are well have no need of physician, but those who are sick." Period. I'm sorry that was
Oh,
silly.
they're not period.
No, you didn't. You didn't, Kate. But those who are sick, go and learn.
I love this verse.
Me too.
I
Those
desire
who-
mercy
Oh,
and not
sorry.
sacrifice. For I came not to call the righteous, but sinners. Jesus didn't come to die for the righteous people.
Because
Because we're all sinners.
Yeah.
But also he came to die for sinners. And
Whoa.
like
That's
wow,
like,
jaw drop.
imagine like a high school coach was called to come coach, and he went to coach, and then he was coaching all like the NBA players or something, or
What is that? I don't see the correlation. I don't know.
No, that was not my. That's not what I meant to say. I was thinking. I don't know what I was thinking. Sorry, it's not like that at all. I don't know what I was talking about. This analogy was not one of my strongest.
I don't know what that was.
You should go to Jesus for parables, not me. Okay. I love this verse. Those who are well have no need of a physician, but those who are sick. That's such a good verse.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, guys. Nothing is funny. Like, okay, whatever.
What? We've been laughing.
Okay, I have a question. Well, for just in general to ponder about, like, you don't have to answer, Ariane, but, I mean, you can if you want. But just for, like, everyone to think about.
Okay.
Is there someone in your life that you're leaving out that Jesus would have invited to the table?
This goes with our thing about relationships. Because, like,
This
we're
is what we
supposed to
say.
be like,
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
This is what we say every time. Like, it all connects back to each other, guys. Like, every time, all of the different things connect.
It does.
It's like,
and because it's like, yeah, you should. Being around a lot of fools may make you a fool. But in the same sense, if you're inviting people and showing Jesus' light to them, instead of being affected by them and indulging in what they're doing, then even better. And you, because Jesus isn't here in his tangible form on our earth right now, so we have to be that for him, I feel like, in a sense. And we're not going to be perfect like him, but we are going to try to be, because why not?
yeah.
So, fasting.
Oh, yeah.
If
If you don't know, Jesus fasted in the desert.
Was it the forest?
I thought it was a desert.
40 days and 40 nights was a desert. So Jesus fasted for 40 days and 40 nights. And this was like, I mean, imagine.
Let me look at that.
And he was praying throughout that whole time. Okay,
And-
the importance. Oh,
Wait, hold on. When he was in the desert, he was being tempted by Satan all 40 days and 40 nights. And
it was a desert. It was a desert.
yeah,
and he.
sorry. And basically,
in the wilderness.
Satan was, tempting him to turn stones into bread, because he knew that he could do it, and Jesus knew that he could do it too. But Jesus was saying, like, man shall not live by bread alone, but on every word that comes out of the mouth of God. So, Jesus, like, he knew that he could do it, but Satan was like, oh, show me that you can do it. But by doing that, then he would be, like, obeying Satan in a sense. So,
was it the wilderness or the desert?
I think they just say wilderness.
Wilderness. So we don't really. It's not very clear.
Out where there's not, like, people.
But he was tempted in many ways. Like God. Whoa. Jesus was brought to. He was brought on top of. You reading something? He was brought to the top of a mountain, and he was told to, like, jump because the angels would come and save him. But then Jesus was like, man shall not test God. And that was another thing that happened. And he was just tempted multiple times throughout this whole period of fasting. And this is why fasting is so important. So let's talk about this. Why is fasting so important? I guess.
Well, let's turn to Matthew 6. 16 through 18.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it's called fasting. And when you fast, do not look gloomy like the hypocrites, for they disfigure their faces that their fasting might be seen by others. See, what's crazy is this book was written so long ago, by the way, and it still covers like the same pettiness people are today, or like trying to be seen. Those ideas in humanity are common, and they're gonna stay common forever because the Bible's gonna connect always. Which is just, I think, is so cool. Like, you know what I mean? Anyways, truly I say to you, they have received their reward. But when you fast, anoint your head and wash your face, that your fasting may not be seen by others, but by your Father who is in secret. And your Father who sees in secret will reward you. So, fasting is basically, it doesn't have to be food. You can fast other stuff. And it's basically taking time away from something that may be distracting you from God. Or not even. It can be just anything, really, that you're not doing anymore, in order to focus more on your relationship with God, and it clears your body and it clears your mind for your relationship with God. But food specifically is very hard to give up, of course, because it's food. You need it to survive, but like you can survive a couple of days without food, and fasting is just really important because it gives you clarity of mind, and you're not focused on the food, but instead on God, and He's the one feeding your soul rather than, I guess, the food. What I was saying. Are you looking at anything in specific?
I was just reading this footnote, and it said, the law required only one fast a year on the Day of Atonement. Jesus assumes that his disciples will fast. Anointing and washing signify preparations to enjoy life. Yeah.
Yeah. What are other things that are good to fast that might not be food? Social media is sometimes really good if you're on it a lot. And also,
just small things like habits.
Yeah, things like that are meaningful to fast. Because, like, don't give up something that you you don't like to do. Like, I'm gonna give up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give up not going on my computer, so I'm always gonna be on my computer.
Yeah.
That was not a good example.
Yeah.
But stuff that are actually meaningful, like, if you never play your piano, don't be like, I'm gonna fast playing my piano, because it's, like, normal.
Yeah.
Anyways, we're talking about food. And
yeah.
So fasting, what do you do while you're fasting? Like, personally for you, do you fast ever? From food, specifically?
Yeah. I mean, like, I don't, like, I'll fast, like, non-officially sometimes. I mean, there's no official signed document. No, but, like, I'll just be like, I'm not gonna, like, eat, like, processed foods for this week or whatever. Just, like, out of, like, I don't know. But then also, like, what's it called? Lent.
I was gonna.
No, I don't do, like,
some
I'm
people
not
do
Catholic,
Lent, some
so
people
I don't
don't.
do it. Yeah, I don't do it out of, like, religion. Like,
some churches do it. Like, some churches do it as, like, a time to take away a specific time set for fasting, and some people take it as, like, a reminder that maybe you should fast during that time. And it, like, represents the time before when Jesus was fasting, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, during that time, whenever you're giving up, things like that, what do you do? Like,
I mean,
what do you do when you're not eating? Never mind. Well, you're
what's
praying.
your question?
And,
yeah.
I mean, I guess I don't have a question then.
Yeah. You just answered it.
Yeah. So you guys should think about fasting. I encourage you to. Personally, for me, when I'm fasting food, I don't fast water because I feel like I'm less connected to God because my head's, like, spinning and everything. And it's really up to you what you're doing. Because, like, for me, water, if I go out without water for an hour, then, like, my head starts hurting really bad and everything. And so that's why, like, that's not most effective for me because I'm not focusing on God. I'm focusing on like, oh, my head hurts so bad. But like the hunger is enough to bear, I feel like. But even giving up stuff that do make you feel bad is good sometimes, you know?
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
yeah.
I have a thing to close.
Let's do it.
Well, it's kind of just in the theme of Thanksgiving. It's not like anything special. But what's one thing that you're like truly grateful for?
Like despite the obvious like God, family, friends.
Yeah. Just like a specific thing, or like what's something that like surprised you this year that you were like grateful for or something?
Something that I'm grateful for a lot of things. Like not like I'm such a grateful person, but like there's so much stuff to be grateful about. We didn't cover gluttony at all either, too, though. Well, that's another episode. Also on Thanksgiving, don't overindulge and eat till you vomit. That's not good for you.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
but whoa, for me something. How about you say yours? What I think.
I was trying to think. That's why I asked you.
Well then,
I don't know.
the fact that I have like a roof over my head, a roof over my head. Like sometimes I'll be like driving and I'll see a homeless person and I'm like, this person isn't just somebody you see when you drive by. This person has a life. There's this feeling called Sonder where it's like, you know, where everyone is living their own separate lives. Like in a concert, you can look at every person and pinpoint and they each live their own lives.
Wait, that's like an actual feeling? I mean, like, I feel
crazy.
that all the time, but
Me
like...
too. Imagine we're all at the summer camp. Anyways, yeah, and I think just the fact that I have a roof over my head, because those people, it's not a one-time thing where we just get to pass by and see, oh, they don't have a home. Like, they don't have a home. And that's also why I think hospitality is a really big thing in the Bible, too. But yeah, in general, it's just like, I'm happy to have a roof over my head and not have to worry when there's rain or it's cold or it's too hot. I have air conditioner. Stuff like that. Yeah. What about you?
I still don't know. I don't know.
Something I said at the Bible study, was like, I'm really grateful that I don't have to be worried about my future because I know that people around me can help me to get where I need to go. Like, if I'm not doing well in life or something, I'll always have a backup plan and I can always come back home. And some people don't have that luxury or as privileged as that. So I think we should help. And I don't know how all the time. But, I mean, just be supportive of other people. So, and understand people's circumstance. And be grateful. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching Called to Converse, where we give you word for word. Slogan question
She
mark?
just came up with a slogan.
You know this podcast was going to be named Word for Word. No, it wasn't. But, like, it was an idea.
We had some crazy names. We should do like a episode, like a 1 year,
Aww.
and like go
We should have
back
a little
and like.
cake.
Oh,
So cute.
that'd be so cute.
I was going to buy a turkey cake for our lunch table today. Or, not today. The other day.
Yesterday.
Yeah, it was really cute. It was shaped like a turkey. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. We love you so much.
Thank you so much. We have still prayer forms and topic request forms in our Instagram bio.
Mm-hmm.
Also, big update, we're changing our posting days to, well, you might have realized by this point because we didn't post on Friday, but to Thursdays. Don't know the exact time yet, but it's going to be Thursdays. And yeah, it's just we got busy with our schedule and it was kind of hard, like the timing of it all. So we're changing it to Thursday. And hopefully y'all will like
Tune
that
in.
time and tune in. I guess if you're watching this video, you're tuning in.
Yeah, and also, you don't have to watch it the day it comes out. Like, people can watch it the
Yeah.
next day. So it doesn't,
Just letting
even
you
if it
know.
doesn't work for you, like,
I mean, I'll be.
but we care about y'all and we love you so
Yeah,
much.
thank you so much for watching.
Yeah,
we
thank
hope
you.
y'all had a great Thanksgiving if you're
Or
watching
having,
this on Thanksgiving.
if-
having
yeah.
in the moment.
In the moment.
This is in the background happening. But yeah, we love y'all.
Bye.
Bye.